Raising Cane's cut the ribbon today on our room at the Child Advocacy Center. You know, the Child Advocacy Center is very important to me because it helps these child victims through whether it's allegations or actual child sexual abuse or any kind of abuse to children. You know, it's a very traumatic experience when the children have to go through the legal proceedings and everything else is involved with this. And this center helps not only support them and support the children, but also helps work with the judicial process.
How did all this come about?
You know, our CFO, Robert Dagerpond, who has been integral to Cane's for the last 15 years, has been an active board member, and he really has exposed me and the rest of our team to the great things that happen here. We're big children fans, you know, and our children love Raising Cane's, and they're Arcaniacs. So we're involved with a lot of things where children have victims. But, you know, number one thing we like to do is just help children with their education. And the more education they get, they can make a great life for themselves, be great community members.
The Baton Rouge Children's Advocacy Center is for sexually and physically abused children. We are, it's part of a team where we have law enforcement uses our center to do forensic interviews of children who there's been allegations of sexual or physical abuse. So they bring the children here, they do the interviews, so there's only one interview that needs to be done for law enforcement. What's happened before is children have been interviewed multiple times and they have to relive that trauma over and over again. The other part of what we do, besides the multidiscipline approach where we get everybody together, is we give children behavioral therapy. Once they come through the center, they're eligible for behavioral therapy and also for non-offending caregivers. We have groups and some things like that. But this room, the room that Raising Cane's just dedicated, is our play therapy room. We have contract therapists that come in the afternoons or in the daytime to work with the children. And so this room, it's got a Cane's touch to it, is where we do our therapy, and we do therapy through play. So this is truly just a playroom where they can come and be worked with.
How important is the therapy to the well-being of the children?
It's absolutely essential, because what happens to children that they have something like this happen to them, if they don't understand that it's not their fault or don't understand what to do if anything like this ever happens to them, it's how to cope with it. And they learn to cope with it, because if they don't, we do see them later on. We see them being promiscuous, getting into drugs. You know, once they don't understand what happened to them or don't understand why, don't understand how to take care of themselves with this problem, then the problem, it comes back when they're older.
Say good morning. Really, this is a great day, and thanks to my friend Todd and everybody who's volunteered and put the work in. Really, I'm just here to say thank you, but the real work goes, and credit goes to people like Todd and others who have come forward in order to try to look out for children. And children are very, very important to us. A lot of the kids never hear the words, "I love you." And a lot of kids are basically, they're raised up in homes whereby there's not a lot of respect and there's a lot of disrespect, and then they take that attitude to school. Then the teachers and the people there have to be confronted with the bad surroundings a child has been brought up in. But again, you know, when you do it for the least of these, you know, that's what we all are about. Do it for the least of these. Let these young people know that there are people who care about them. We're here to help them in the circumstances they find themselves faced with in life, and we're here to make the quality of life better for all of them. But again, welcome to all of you, and know that this community sticks together, and we keep pulling to make sure that our children are safe, that they're taken care of, and that they get the treatment they deserve. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, Mayor, and thank you. I'm like you. We're here, and my wife Gwen and I are here to say thank you to all you here at Baton Rouge Children's Advocacy Center. It's not hard for us to come up with a check to help out for the improvements for a room. It just gives me a lot of pride because Baton Rouge has supported us, and so we fry great chicken, and because of that we make money, and we're able to put money back in the community. This is a special place in my heart because you know, child victims, they can't do anything for themselves, and y'all are here to help them do that. Just like why we support animal causes, they can't help themselves, and so it's something that for these children that, you know, if I can't be out there physically doing it and my wife physically doing, then y'all are here doing a professional organization, helping through that whole process. We just appreciate what you do, and God bless you all for what you do on that. Robert Dagerpond, our CFO, has been involved for years with the group, and you're the past chairman. Was that the official title of the chairman? Yes. I don't know. So we know in depth, and Robert's fantastic for us, but we know in depth how great everything y'all do and how solid you do and how much it helps the children. So we're just happy to be a part of it. The room looks great, the house looks great. It's something that we're proud of, that we can tell we're doing. And Gwen, is, as a lot of y'all know, does pet therapy with Kane. She's a pet therapy dog, and she weekly goes to the hospitals and children's hospitals. And we think it could work in great with this program in this room, with some of the child and the pet therapy with the children, if that works into your program. We've seen amazing things. She's seen amazing things with autism and other things that bring things out in children. Having the dog, she's perfect. You can tell she's really low key and everything. So anyway, thank you all for having us to be a part of this.
What was your reaction to the donation made by Raising Cane's?
Well, it's really it was a kind of a surprise. Rob Dagrapont, who was our chairman last year, he has always worked with Cane's. He's a CPA, and so he's always been saying they want to do something, they want to do something, and this just sort of merged with the Celebrity Waiter, which we're having July 11th is our fundraiser. So they're supporting the Celebrity Waiter event, but they also donated money for this room and are offering their services with Cane for pet therapy.
It's exciting today that we opened up the Raising Cane's room at the Child Advocacy Center. And this group, it does so much for children and child victims, whether it's sexual abuse or any kind of abuse. It's a very traumatic thing for children to go through. The legal proceedings, the investigations, and the Child Advocacy Center volunteers help them through that whole process and give support to the children. We have a great opportunity, because Gwen does pet therapy with Cane, to actually come to this room, do pet therapy in the Raising Cane's room here, and help these children through. Sometimes it brings things out in children when they're either going through something traumatic or they don't want to talk about something.
The results are anything from very small to just making a kid smile and feel better one day, to actually physical and mental results. I mean, from the hospital programs we do to autism to childhood victims, you just see it puts them at ease, it makes them comfortable, and it's just amazing the results that come out of it.
What are your thoughts as you take a look at this room here today?
It's happy. It's a colorful room. It's happy. My kids would wander in here and want to play and be happy. So it thrills my heart that they can have a place to come and feel comfortable, and people that love them and kind of work them through everything they're going through.
I think supporting the Child Advocacy Center is a great thing. They need volunteers, and obviously they need money. This is all a volunteer organization, and they help children through a very traumatic time.
We can go to our website, which is batonrougecac.org, or they can call here at the center. The number is 225-343-1984. We'll be glad to give information out.